Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video will be on this beautiful gown for our princesses today. If this is your first time of stopping by, do well to hit on the subscribe button, join the family, and to my old subscribers I say thank you very much for all your support. And without wasting so much time, let's get straight into the video, and don't forget to watch my ads, and I will see you at the end of the video. So for the tutorial, I'll be using a crepe fabric. It's a plain crepe fabric, and I have navy blue here. I have so what you're going to be folding is your bust measurement divided by 4 plus 1.5 inches, 1 inch for ease, half inch for stitching allowance, plus about 3 inches for the A-line effect. I just hope you get this. So, and I have 1 yard of fabric here, 1.5 yard of fabric here. Anyway, this depends on what age you are working with. This is for the 8 to 9 year old. So what I'm going to be doing is to cut out the length of my upper side of the gown. You know, the gown it has 2 colors, so I'll go ahead and cut out the length of the upper one, which is at 21 inches. So I added half inch stitching allowance to the lower part. The other one will be added to the shoulder area as we go on with the video. So I'll go ahead and mark a straight line for it to be more visible. Then the next thing I'm going to be doing is to mark my shoulder measurement divided by 2. And because it has a sleeve, I'm going to be marking half inch stitching allowance for the sleeve. And then for my bust point, I am going down by 6.5 inches for it. And I'll go ahead and connect a straight line so that it will be more visible for you guys to see. Once I am done with that, I also connect the one coming from the shoulder. Then the next thing I'm going to be doing is to mark my neckline, and this is my neckline. I'm marking at the width of 2.5 inches and then the depth of 3 inches, because I'm going to be using half inch to turn it, so and that's why I am marking at 2.5 by 3 inches. Then I gave it a curve for a round neck. Then for my shoulder slope, I am marking at half inch and I'll connect it to my neckline. Then the next thing I'm going to be doing is to add half inch stitching allowance at this shoulder area for my shoulder stitch. Then I'll connect the neckline into it. Then the next thing I'm going to be doing is to mark my bust measurement divided by 4, and then I'm adding 1 inch for ease. Remember, it's not going to have a zipper, and then half inch for stitching allowance. If yours is going to have a zipper, you can skip adding this 1 inch for ease. You don't want it to be too fitted because you're going to find it difficult for the child to find it difficult to wear. Then the next thing I'm going to be doing after connecting my armhole is to measure what I have in the bust, and then I'll transfer it to this lower side of this gown, and then I'll add about 2.5 inches to it, 2.5 to 3 inches, whichever you want to it, and then I'll connect this line straight to meet it. And this is for the front pattern. We are going to go ahead and I'm going to go ahead and mark about 1 inch all around from that neck area. So this is going to be our neck, our collar, our neckline, our allowance, like you want to attach a polo neckline. I don't know how to explain this. It's just so that you get it. Just look at the thumbnail, you understand the pattern, the reason why I am doing this. So guys, I'm gonna head to transfer this front pattern to another one so that we'll cut out the back. The first thing I'm going to be doing is to mark out where our starting point started, or where we have our starting point. And then for my neckline, I'm going down by 1.5 inches, and just like we did for the front, that round measurement that we marked, we're going to still mark it to the front, to the back, but we're going to go ahead and cut this out first. I'm so opposite, I'm so backwards and upside down. I'm such a clown, but I've got no frown. So guys, for the sleeve, I have my fabric folded into two and also have my starting point. So I'll go ahead and mark the length of my sleeve. So this sleeve is supposed to be like a 3/4 or a full length if you want to. So I marked at 14 inches, then I added 2 inches stitching allowance to it. So I'm going to go ahead and connect this line straight. I'm just making sure that my fabric is well arranged. Once I am done with this, I'm going to go ahead and mark my sleeve height cap, and I'm going down by 3 inches for it. So I'll go ahead and mark my round measurement, my upper round sleeve measurement divided by 2, which is 5 inches. Then I'm adding 1 inch for ease and then ½ inch stitching allowance, just like we did for the bust. And I'm going to be using my free hand to connect this, just like I keep mentioning. Just do as if you want to draw S that is long. So that's how the easiest way to connect to explain this sleeve pattern. So once I am done with that, I'm going to go ahead and measure and mark my lower sleeve measurement divided by 2. Remember to add your stitching allowance and then for ease, and then I'll go ahead and connect these 2 points. And that's basically all for this sleeve. If you want a detailed video or tutorial is in my channel, please check it out. Okay guys, this is what we have after we are done with the whole cutting. So the next thing we are going to be doing is to mark out the design at the lower part of this gown. So for that, I place my fabric front facing front for the back and the front. Then I will go in by 7 inches from this side. Remember, we are going to be adding a stitch. We are going to be stitching by ½ inch at this side. So I marked 6 inches. So I marked 6 inches because we're going to be needing a stitching allowance at the other side. So by the time we are done, we'll arrive at 7 inches total. Then I'm going up by 5.5 inches. So I'm going to go ahead and connect these 2 points with a slanted line, just like you see me do. Once I am done with this, and that's it for this style, I'll go ahead and for this pattern, I'll go ahead and cut this out. So guys, this is what we have, and I also have this for my for the neckline. So remember we took out 1 inch for the neckline, so I'm going to go ahead, I cut out 1.5 inches for it. So I'm going to go ahead and place this, fold it into 2, and then place it at the front part of this gown, and then I'll stitch down by ½ inch all around. I'll do the same thing for the back as well. I'll open up the fabric that I cut out, fold it into 2, and then place it this way. Please, while stitching it down, you pull on the fabric, this fabric that you're attaching a bit, just a bit pull. If your fabric is very stretchy, then you can go where to stretch it out more. So this is what we have, and then I went ahead to serge it. So the next thing I'm going to be doing is to place the stitch line towards the fabric, and then I'll go ahead and top stitch it from the beginning to the end. So you push it towards the main fabric and then top stitch. I'll do the same thing for my other one. Okay guys, the next thing I'm going to be doing is to open up my front my patterns or my bodice or my gown, and then I'll go ahead and place it front facing front. You're going to do this after you are done top stitching, or then I'll stitch down by ½ inch. So while stitching down from this neckline, you're going to go down from that band that we added by 1 inch or 1.5 inches. Then just like you see me show you from there, then you go up to where you have your stitching allowance. So you're going to come down by about 1.5 inches and then stitch this way, just like you see me show you guys. So guys, so that the reason for this is so that this neckline will balance well. You don't want it to be too wide. So once we are done with this, we're going to open up the gown, and then I'm going to go ahead and attach my sleeve. So I'm doing front facing front at this point, and then I'm going to stitch down by ½ inch all the way to the end. I'll do the same thing for the other side. So guys, this is what we have after we're done stitching it down, and also hem the sleeve as well. So the next thing I'm going to be doing is to open up the gown.
Then I also have 1 yard of this navy blue to match it up. So the I've gone ahead to cut out two different fabric. So what you're going to be cutting out is from that place you went up with, from that 5 inches, that slanted part, that's where you're going to measure from to get the total length of this gown. I hope you understand this. So from this slanted area, that's where you're going to measure to get your length. If you measure from the where you have your actual length, by the time you're done stitching it down, you have that slanted place will be shorter than your normal length. I hope you understand this. So at the end of the day, when you are done with everything, you trim off the excess that you have on the other side of this gown. I just hope it makes sense. So I just make notches at the center of the navy blue fabric, and then I'll make notch at this sky blue as well. Please, if you don't understand what I just explained, please do well to leave a comment below, and I will explain it very well as much as I can. So I'll go ahead and place these two notches together, and I'll pin it down. Once I am done with that, I'll go ahead and is either you run a loose stitch and gather this, or you just do as I am doing. So I'll go ahead and stitch down my 1/2 inch stitching allowance. Then I'll go ahead and start making like irregular place into it, and then I'll stitch from one end to the other. So guys, this is what we have after we are done, and I also attach my bow and then hem the gown. At the end of the video, okay, you trim off the excess that you have before you hem. By the time you are done, you start making this style, you understand what I mean by trimming off the excess. Then you go ahead and stitch the two seam side, and that's it for this style. At the end of the video, I was doing something else, or I forgot to film. And that's it. I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up, share my videos to family and friends, and I will see you at the end of I will see you in my next video. Thank you so much for watching.